parts of her game.
Man, is it underrated?
That luxury. Nice give and go. Clark right at the cup, and she gets the bucket.
Great pass.
What happens when a rookie shatters records and leaves WNBA veterans stunned? Caitlyn Clark just did something that's got the entire league talking. Her latest move isn't just turning heads, it's rewriting the playbook. What could one player do to shake up the WNBA this much? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video.
Sparks 0 for 9, and Caitlyn Clark says, "You gonna give me the lane? I'm gonna."
Hold up though, before Clark became the talk of the WNBA, she faced a baptism by fire. How did she go from struggling rookie to record-breaking phenom in just a matter of weeks? You might think a college superstar like Caitlyn Clark would waltz into the WNBA and dominate from day one, but reality hit hard when she stepped onto the pro court. The pace was faster, the players were stronger, and suddenly Clark wasn't the biggest fish in the pond anymore. Remember those highlight reels from her college days? They seemed like a distant memory as Clark grappled with the pressures of being a high-profile rookie. The expectations were sky high, and early on it looked like they might be too much to handle. But here's where it gets good. Instead of crumbling under the pressure, Clark did what champions do. She adapted, she studied the game, worked on her weaknesses, and slowly but surely started to find her groove. The Indiana Fever took a chance on Clark, and at first it wasn't clear if that gamble would pay off. But as the games went by, something started to click. Clark's ability to read the floor, a skill that made her a college sensation, began to translate to the pro level. You know what's wild? It wasn't just about scoring anymore. Clark started making smart decisions under pressure. Finding open teammates, and even mixing it up on the boards. She wasn't just playing, she was elevating everyone around her. And then, boom, the Fever started winning. Not just one game, not just two, but 5 in a row. Suddenly, the team that took a chance on the struggling rookie was looking like a playoff contender. So what changed? How did Clark go from feeling out of her depth to running the show? It all comes down to that basketball IQ we keep hearing about. She didn't just rely on raw talent. She studied, adapted, and found new ways to impact the game. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Remember that triple-double that had everyone buzzing? It wasn't just a fluke. It was the result of weeks of hard work, adjustment, and pure determination. Clark's not just scoring now. She's dishing out assists like a veteran point guard and crashing the boards like a seasoned forward. She's become a triple threat in every sense of the word, and opposing teams are scrambling to figure out how to stop her. But the stats only tell half the story. What's really turning heads is how Clark has integrated into the Fever system. She's not playing like a rookie trying to prove herself anymore. She's playing like a cornerstone of the franchise, someone the team can build around for years to come. Imagine being so good, you make the impossible look routine. That's exactly what Clark did, but here's the real shocker. How she pulled it off might change the way we think about rookie performances forever. Let's break down Clark's mind-blowing triple-double. 24 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. Those numbers alone are impressive, but in the WNBA, they're practically unheard of, especially for a rookie. We're talking about a level of performance that has seasoned pros and coaches alike doing double takes.
Lay comes up with it. Here's Clark in transition where she's dangerous. Leaves it behind. Rebound Clark.
Here's just 1 of 5.
How about fact? Bidley running the floor there.
You might be wondering, what makes a triple-double such a big deal? It's all about versatility. Scoring 20 plus points? That's great. Dishing out 10 assists? Impressive. Grabbing 10 rebounds? Solid. But doing all 3 in one game? That's next level stuff. It shows a player who can impact every facet of the game. And Clark didn't just pad her stats in a losing effort. Her stellar performance was the driving force behind the Fever's 93-86 victory over the Sparks. She wasn't just playing well, she was playing smart. Every point, every assist, every rebound was a calculated move in the chess game of professional basketball. What's really turning heads is Clark's on-court decision-making. She's not just relying on raw talent, she's reading the floor like a veteran, anticipating plays before they happen. It's like she's got eyes in the back of her head, always knowing where her teammates are and where the gaps in the defense lie. You know what's wild? Clark's making it look easy, but don't be fooled, this level of play is anything but simple. She's processing information at lightning speed, making split-second decisions that can make or break a game, and more often than not, she's making the right call. Remember when we talked about Clark adapting to the pro game? This triple-double is proof that she's not just adapted, she's thriving. She's taken the skills that made her a college superstar and fine-tuned them for the WNBA. The result, a performance that has her name being mentioned alongside some of the greatest players in the league. But here's the kicker, Clark's not just joining the elite, she's redefining what it means to be a rookie in the WNBA. Her triple-double isn't just a personal achievement, it's a statement to the entire league. It's saying, the future is here, and it's wearing number 22. Think about it, how many rookies come into the league and immediately start putting up numbers that rival the veterans? Clark's not just holding her own, she's setting the pace. She's raising the bar for what we expect from first-year players. And let's talk about that it factor. You know that special something that separates good players from great ones? Clark's got it in spades. It's not just about the numbers she puts up, it's the way she elevates her team, the confidence she brings to the court, and the excitement she generates every time she touches the ball. Clark's brilliance on the court is undeniable, but it's the off-court tremors that are really shaking things up. How are WNBA insiders reacting to this rookie phenomenon? Their words might just reveal the true magnitude of Clark's impact on the league. Curt Miller, the Sparks coach, couldn't help but draw comparisons between the Fever's current trajectory and that of other successful teams built through the draft. He noted, "I have a good perspective and a good lens on how teams have built. That you watch the Aces and what they were like in San Antonio. You now see it here with multiple draft picks in a row." This isn't just idle praise, it's a recognition of a seismic shift in the league's balance of power. Think about it. The Fever, once struggling, are now sitting pretty in 6th place with an 18-16 record. That's playoff territory, folks. And while it's not all Clark, there's no denying her massive impact on the team's fortunes. She's not just putting up numbers, she's changing the entire culture of the franchise. But here's where things get really interesting. Clark's success is forcing us to rethink what we expect from rookies in the WNBA. Gone are the days when first-year players were expected to sit on the bench and learn the ropes. Clark is proving that with the right combination of talent, work ethic, and basketball IQ, rookies can step in and dominate from day one. This isn't just about Clark though. Her success is opening doors for other young players, raising the bar for what teams expect from their draft picks. It's creating a ripple effect throughout the league, pushing everyone to step up their game. You might be wondering, how are the veterans taking this? Surprisingly well, actually. Instead of feeling threatened, many seasoned pros are embracing the challenge. They're seeing Clark's success as a sign of the league's growth and increasing competitiveness. It's not just about keeping up, it's about elevating the entire game. Let's talk about the future of the WNBA for a second. Clark's impact goes beyond just this season. She's part of a new wave of young stars who are reshaping the league's image. These players are bringing fresh energy, attracting new fans, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible on the court. Remember when Miller mentioned the Aces? That's not a comparison to take lightly. The Aces have become a powerhouse in the league, and if Miller sees similarities with the Fever's development, that's a big deal. It suggests that we might be witnessing the birth of the next WNBA dynasty. But it's not just about wins and losses. Clark's style of play, her ability to make her teammates better, and her flair for the dramatic are all contributing to a more exciting product on the court. And that's translating to more eyes on the league, more media coverage, and potentially more resources for women's basketball as a whole. You know what's crazy? This is just the beginning. Clark's still figuring out the pro game, and she's already making this kind of impact. Imagine what she'll be capable of in a year or two when she's fully acclimated to the WNBA. The excitement around Clark isn't just about personal success, it's about what she represents for the future of the league. She's proof that the talent pool in women's basketball is deeper than ever, and that the gap between college and pro ball is narrowing.